Good morning, good morning. Very special day. Today, my birthday. Thank you very much. I'm not as old as I look, and I'm not as young as I feel. I'm somewhere in between. I've had a bundle of birthday mail. I've been inundated. First bill from the phone company for the mobile, and I'm within my talk plan, as Meryl predicted. Well within. But nothing from the boys as yet. Not a problem at all, because there's always tomorrow. The greatest gift a man can have is his health. I mean, I've not been to a doctor in 6 years. It's just the way I am genetically. This will be my first time in 6 years. My tummy's been a bit, I wouldn't say anything, but it is, in a confined space, a bit antisocial. Declan asked if I was worried. I said, it's my tummy. I mean, what's the worst it can be, Trapped wind. It was alright, actually. They took some blood. Just dizzy. Not confused. They want me to come back this afternoon, which is ideal, because I have an appointment with Mr. Redford, my solicitor, at lunchtime. Although I won't be eating any lunch, because they want me to keep an empty stomach. I'm having a Barium meal. Hello? Can I... Hang on. How are you? Yeah. Sorry about that. Bit of an explanation, not being rude. It's an invasion of privacy. The caller doesn't know they're being filmed. I always switch off. Anyway, it was Mr. Redford, my solicitor, his secretary, Louise, and we got a date. Not me and Louise. Mind you, she's stacked, so... No, a date for the divorce hearing. 18th of April. So it's all starting to happen. Which is good. Which is very good. It's funny when you go to a hospital, your mind is inevitably drawn towards death. I mean, my life has been touched by it. Of course it has. My father, my mother, my marriage. I saved a woman from choking once. She was all huddled up on the floor outside shops. Everybody in a fuss, and I just stepped up, very calmly, gone underneath her. Pop. Couldn't thank me enough. Oh, all over me she was. Everybody patting me on the back. I saved Geoff from choking as well. I'm a good man to have around if you're planning to have a choke. He was in the kitchen. That's right, near Christmas. Been playing squash with Marion, sweating as ever, and got a Brazil nut trapped in his airway. And he was one of those real sort of, terrible. His face was veins. Marion was screaming, "Do something, you idiot." You read about these people that strangle. I've thought about it. I mean, you'd have to. I think it's a lot more than you see on the telly. I think the reality of it is you'd have to strangle and strangle and strangle. How could you feel that about a person so much that you want to see him dead, even though he has so much going for him? A good career, top of his tree. Mr. Redford, the solicitor. I see quite a lot of him. I mean, it's a rocky path, the divorce. So I feel by seeing him as much as I do, I'm oiling the path. Well, that went very well. Very well. Mr. Redford on top form. We did role-playing, would you believe? He was Marion's attorney, solicitor. I was me, Keith. And he really went at me. I mean, some very, very personal questions about my role as a husband and a father. I coped pretty well. I was pleased. Then afterwards, he's very thorough. We went over all the ins and outs, and he said, you know, as he said to me, he said, Keith, very good. Some areas we're going to have to brush up on. And as he said, you know, you don't need me to tell you, Keith, that the tears are doing you no favours. Which is fair enough. Actually, then, on the way out, look, see what I've done? Caught my hand on the lock of the door, waving to Louise. Look at this, I'll show you. You see that? It's actually bent. There's enough force to bend it, and I'm in some pain, actually. I'm minding my language. My finger's swollen a bit. And, Louise said, you know, she said take the ring off. But, I think it'd be bad luck. To be honest with you, I would never have thought of this whole divorce court thing without Mr. Redford. But then that's not surprising because he's a professional. That's what he does. He's a professional. You should always go to the professionals. Right, here we are, back. I've done the necessary and got my sample. I'll show it to you. No, I won't. Well, a packed second half. They brought on my barium meal. I didn't ask for seconds. They prodded about a bit, to no avail. And then in the dying minutes, on comes Chief Consultant Anderson, and as predicted, trapped wind. Bit of a wasted day, really. He said, I was putting my clothes on, he said, I don't want to see you up here for a long time. I said, don't worry, you won't. The last thing I want to do, nurse, is lose the finger. So, I am proposing a radical medical manoeuvre. The pliers, please. Easy does it. Mop my brow, please, nurse. Right, I'm going in. Good morning, good morning. Great news, great news. It's arrived from the boys. A picture. I mean, Reese will have done it, but you can see Alan's hand in it. Take a look at this. Look at that. Daddy, that's me. There I am. Long legs, thank you. Surrounded by guns, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in a hail of bullets, my head's been blown off. Oh, I think that's how they see me. Bit of an action hero.